right, let's look at this example. Now, what do we have going on here? Let's just draw a little rough sketch of what's going on just so I have me a visual. All right, let's suppose I call this side C, which is 35. And maybe I'll call this side A, which is 25. And that'll be side B, which is 30, okay? So that's side B, so that's angle B there. This is side A, so this is angle here, angle A here. That's side C, so this is angle C right here, okay? Now what am I given? I'm given the case side, 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 right? So I'm going to use the law of cosines. But according to our guidelines here for side, 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 using the law of cosines, it says find the largest angle first. What's the largest angle? The angle across from the largest side. Here's my largest side, 35. So my largest angle will be C. And think about it, because it's got to open more if it covers more length there, okay? All right, so find the measure of the angle with the largest side using the law of cosines. So I'm going to find the measure of angle C, okay? Now, what I'm going to use is I'm going to use side C squared is equal to the other two sides squared, added together, minus 2 times the other two sides, times the cosine of that included angle, or the angle I'm looking for, I should say, cosine of C. All right, well, I know what lowercase c is. Lowercase c is 35, so I have 35 squared is equal to, what's lowercase a? Lowercase a is 25, so let's put 25 squared. Plus, lowercase b is 30. Minus 2 times, what did we say lowercase a was? 25 times, what did we say lowercase b was? 30. Times the cosine of angle C, which I do not know, but I'm going to solve for that. All right, let's think about how we could solve for the cosine of C right here, okay? First of all, let me go ahead and subtract 25 squared and 30 squared from both sides. So I have my 35 squared right here. But now if I subtract 25 squared and 30 squared from both sides, what am I left with on the right side of my equal? I'm left with negative 2 times 25 times 30 times the cosine of C. Now, how do I finish solving for the cosine? Well, all this stuff is being multiplied by my cosine, so I divide both sides by this stuff. So I'm going to divide both sides by negative 2 times 25 times 30. And like I said, both sides divide by negative 2 times 25 times 30. So what am I left with on the right? I'm left with the cosine of C on the right. On the left, I have all this stuff, right? So I have 35 squared minus 25 squared minus 30 squared all over negative 2 times 25 times 30. And yes, you can put this in your calculator and get that number that comes out of that. Just round really far for the next calculation if you do that. All right, so some angle C, whenever I take the cosine, I get that, right? So C is the angle whose cosine is that stuff. Or I can say C is the inverse cosine of 35 squared minus 25 squared minus 30 squared all over negative 2 times 25 times 30. Then you would put that in your calculator, okay? So once you put that in your calculator, you should get C is approximately 78.4630 degrees. So I found this angle C right here. All right. Now, if you look at your paperwork again, where it says guideline for solving side, side, side case, it said find the largest angle using the law of cosines, which we did. Then it says find either of the remaining angles next. So it's my choice now. I could find angle B or angle A. It doesn't really matter. I'll pick one. I don't know, angle A maybe. And now what I could do is I could go ahead and use the law of sines because I have enough information. I could say the sine of A over 25 is equal to the sine of C over 35. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to say sine of A over 25 is equal to the sine of angle C, which we just found to be 78.4630 degrees over side C, which is 35. Let me get my big head out the way. All right, so if you cross multiply and so forth, you're going to get sine of A is equal to 25 sine of 78.4630 degrees all over 35. So A will be equal to the inverse sine of that stuff. A is equal to the inverse sine of 25 sine of 78.4630 degrees over 35. And if I put that in a calculator, I get something like, I don't know because I did it the other way first on my paper. So let me see, just bear with me here. Sine of 25 sine 78.463 divided by, what, 35 we said? I get something like A is approximately 44.4153 degrees. Okay? All right, so I found angle A. Now I need to find angle B. Well, if I know two angles in a triangle, I can find the last one, just 180 minus the other two. Let's see. So for angle B is going to be 180 degrees minus angle C, which was 78.4630 degrees, minus angle A, which was 44.4153 degrees. All right, go ahead and put that in your calculator. 180 minus 78.463 minus 44.4153. And what do you get? Something like approximately 57.1217 degrees. All right, so let's list my answer. And let's round my answer to one decimal place like it says. A was 44.4 degrees. 44.4 degrees, we said, over here. B we just found to be 57.1 degrees. 57.1 degrees. And angle C, what did we find that to be? We found that to be 78.5 degrees. 78.5 degrees. There we go.